I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Well, hello to all my little pearls out there. It's good to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. Told you I would be back tonight. I told you I'd be back tonight. Even though it's technically the next day now, since it is 12:02 in the AM, June 11th, now 2024. Thank you all so much for joining me. Appreciate my little pearls out there. getting ready for the tea party. Absolutely. Drew, thank you so much for being a member here with your teacup. You are fabulous. Got your little teacup. Absolutely. All right. I am up way past my bedtime. You and me both, sister. Hey, Wes. Good to see you, bud. Black Panther. Hello, hello. All right. So I'm going to do a little thing here. Clam pearls. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. All right. So I thought we could do, I want to put some theories into motion here on the Sebastian Rogers case. I wanted to do this on my smaller channel because I didn't really feel like being as, formal. I guess you could say. I didn't feel like being so formal. So I'm here, but I'll be quiet. Why would you be quiet, Julia? Why would you be quiet? We don't need quiet people here. That's the last thing we need. We need your input. We need you to say, don't agree with that, Justin, or yep, yes, Justin, that's it. Nope, I don't like it, Justin. Don't like that theory. Mm-mm. Hey, Lisa, Ginger Snap, Drew, thank you, Millie. So I want to do some working theories here. Oh, you're working. Gotcha. 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 Well, put us in your pocket and carry us with you, Julia. Okay. That's right. Protected. That's right. Protected here shall be loud as usual. That's what I'm screaming. That's what I'm screaming. Patience of a saint, beautiful, just you're funny. So I thought I need a haircut so bad, y'all. Okay. Random thoughts that goes through my head. It's crazy. But I want to do something called a speculation, what I call a speculation station. And this is where we put working theories. These are just theories. We are not saying anyone is guilty or even involved. We're just pretending, if you understand what I mean, on nothing more that I like than speculation. Thank you. I really need a haircut though, really bad. And we're going to do different theories, and then I'm gonna work. Then we'll talk about them tomorrow on Paul's channel, right? But do me a favor, if you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up button. Hit it. You know you want to. Just tap it. Just the tip. Remember, just the tip. Use the tip of that finger and hit the thumbs up button. That's all you got to do. Just the tip. Remember, just like your first love told you. Just the tip. Just the tip. He lied. He always did. Always did. Well, that thing with Tony going on, I don't know if that's really a thingy or not. Yes, little smoky. Thank you. Thank you. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's really a thingy-majigger, or do you think it's just like the graphics? I don't know, like just the way it moved or something. I don't think I don't think he would do something like that, but I also think it's Tony. You know, I was live earlier and Clutch And they were like, it could have been a mushroom. I'm like, that is not a mushroom. I can tell you that. It's definitely not a mushroom. So, Tony's the type, you know, like during the C lockdown where, you have a suit up here and he's like naked from here down, or just what is it? Just, nothing, where he's in his boxers. You know what I mean? But there was, that reminds me, during the C lockdown, there was a guy it was like a very famous person. He was pleasing himself, I guess you could say. And he thought the camera was off, but he was on another device. And he thought he wasn't live at the time. And he was. Justin, I ask you to text or call me after live, please. Okay, I'll try. I don't know. Just depends how late it is. Just depends how late it is, but if not, we'll talk tomorrow for sure. Um. Oh, I heard something about that. Yeah, yeah. I just remembered that, thinking about, because people said during the, yeah, yeah, it was some Democrat or something. It was Paul. It was a big. I know it was a big name. It was like Anthony Weiner 2.0. You imagine being named Anthony Weiner, and you got showing Jeffrey Toobin on CNN. Was it stroking Toobin? Stroking Toobin. Hmm. Some Democrat. Sorry. If your political views, I'm sorry if I offended you, but you know, doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, they all do it, right? Wait for. I know you can't wait for 30 minutes until after your Zoom. Please. All right. So, speculation station. Now, we're going to do some working theories, some points, bullet points. I've never done this before, so we'll learn together. Well, I mean, I've never done it live, like theories or anything like that, but I want to interact, so I thought it would be cool. But have you hit that thumbs up button yet? Mods, roll call, please. How many thumbs do we have? We have, what, 225 in here, I think, right now? And you each have 2 thumbs. I just need one. I regrettably live in a blue state. Don't get me started. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Amy. Listen, politics, I'm not talking to anybody about. Because let me tell you something. I'm not talking about that. Come on. Okay. I literally just got home from washing my car and it's raining. I hate when that happens, swear to God. It hasn't rained here in a week. But right when my car was with Paul and all in my windows, here it comes. Yep. One time I was washing my car. I just got it. And I was washing it through one of those um automated ones. And out of nowhere, like a storm comes. And when it puts the foam all over your car, all the suds, the fucking electric went out. I died inside. Big storm coming. The electric went out. And so I'm pissed. And I'm like, "Vroom," like that. And I'm like throwing suds left and right so I can get to the next car wash. It's like, damn, man. Damn. But It was terrible. It was terrible. Is what it is though, right? Is what it is. So I can't see a damn thing without my glasses or contacts. Um, Justin, you missed the joke. I missed the joke a lot. Marlena, what was the joke? Where was the joke? That's the first message I ever saw you in here with. Yeah, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Justin, how did you get out of the car wash? There wasn't doors or anything. I mean, you just drive out. Now there are those ones that the doors go up and the doors go down. I'm thank God I wasn't in one of those. I never even thought about that. Wasn't home all month long. That's going to be in. That's yes. Yep. Yep. Well, I just vacuumed my car and my little has decided to drive to the beach. Oh, you'll be getting sand out of your car and your scrack forever as well. I bought my lactose intolerant son's milkshake, then was stupid enough to drive through the car wash, but be shredded by pressure washer or smell that once. Ew, God, that would be bad. That would be bad. That would be really bad. All right, now we're in a brainstorming. Yes, brainstorm time. All right. So our first theory. Do you think we should do it? Okay, the first theory, do you want to do it with Chris home on Sunday night, or do you want to do it Katie and Sebastian only there? Doesn't matter. We can do because we're going to do both of them, so I don't guess it really matters. Let me know what you think. Blank Panther could be Chris home. Okay. All right. So first one we'll do. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. So theory one. Theory one. All right. So this one's going to be Sunday, Chris. Let me make this bigger. Theory one, Chris home. All right. I'll turn my camera on just a second. All right. So Chris would be home. I'm so sad that the other page I'm unable to see. I don't know. I'll look again, but I didn't see that you were blocked. Justin, I came across some crazy things on Dolly's channel, and so I caught in. I had no idea what they were doing, but he explained the game to me, so I saved you. Oh, I was winner. Thank you, Tree Hugger. I was winner on the first uh Turtle Island thingy that he did. I was the first winner. The first. And Josh was season 2, I guess you will. Season 2. But I didn't accept my belt from Dolly. I did not accept the belt from him. But, I don't it's a long story. It was a long time ago, so but thank you. Thank you. But I appreciate it. Amy, thank you so much for supporting a struggling YouTuber. I appreciate you, my dear. My love. If you received your teacup from Amy, please give her a big thank you. Yeah, it's not, Jen. It's not. Love you too, darling. Love you twos. Um, but yeah, thank you. Thank you. I feel terrible. I was getting your name mixed up. J is for Justice, Justin. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, honey. There's so many J's in Justice and everything. So yeah, don't save me, guys. Don't save me. Don't spend your hard-earned money to to give on a fake island. Please don't. Please don't. Give it to y- you know, someone who's actually making a difference. My opinion. I hope it's Merry Unbirthday Teacup. Merry Unbirthday. Uh, thank you, Progressive Girl. Thank you, Progressive Girl. Yeah, reward fund for Sebastian. You know, food bank, something. The fake island to fill his pockets. No, nope. Dog shelter. I mean, give it to your dog. Give the money to your dog before that. Yeah, the calls are free though. Yeah. Um, but I didn't. I'm the only person that never accepted the belt. The only person. Well, people, like we're close. Myself and you guys, right? My subs, like we're really close, and people, want their creator to win. Want their creator to win. Um, and it's nice, but I don't care if I'm thrown off the first day because it doesn't really matter. That's right. We family here. On this theory, can we put where we can poke holes in it? Of course. That's the whole part. We need it to be where that's the whole thing of a theory, Kristen. We got to poke holes in it. It's like a wrestling belt kind of thing, protected. It's like a wrestling belt. You can make a phone call, and you don't have to pay that way, but if you spend, I mean, people donate an ungodly amount of money. Yep. Yeah. So, but yeah, with theories, we have to, if there is a hole in it, we need, shoot it down. Not physically. I need to say that on YouTube, not physically, metaphorically speaking, in the theory, because that's the only way you get a rock solid theory. Justin Marianne birthday is Alice in Wonderland term. Oh, well, that's why I didn't know. They have a merry unbirthday tea party, hence the teacups. Oh, I don't want any holes in mine. I know, right? Am I an RN? No. Why do you ask that, Debbie? Why do you ask that? I'm here. I had to rub it. That's okay. That's okay. What does a belt have to do with the price of eggs in China? The belt is, it's like a winner. Well, I've been around a lot of people with real medical knowledge, and I've volunteered for hospice for so long and all of that. So, okay, let's roll. All right. So the theory number one is Sunday Chris is home. All right. So we're going to start with, if you feel inclined. Yeah, that's right, Marlena. That's right. Um, so Chris, with theory number one, would he have been home? I guess he would have been home all weekend. Yep, I'm a Cancer, Sam. Yep, I am a Cancer. You are absolutely right. Um, oh, that's sweet, Miranda. Has fallen for a bit. Really, paper cut? That's funny. My daughter's a Cancer. Oh wow, Claudia. Yep, I am a Cancer through and through, through and through. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. You're good at guessing people's signs? I guess you are. I guess you are. Okay. Now, Sunday, Chris is home. I need to vape a second. Give me a second. Now, so he would have been home all weekend, right? He's not just going to come there Sunday. So, right? Chris home all weekend. All right. And I'm also going to put a supporting argument on this, where he says we are like any normal family, working Monday through Friday. Okay. All right. Can we please get the screaming chicken in here? Yes.
Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Grace!
There you got it. There you got it. Okay, in my opinion, Chris was already at home while KP and Sebastian were out that day. Well, then this might be your theory. Now, I want you guys to get your feelings about what you think happened, right? Like, separate yourself for a minute on what you think happened and just work with this theory for the moment. You get what I mean? Why is he so about saying he was not home? It's a good question. All right. So, what next? So Chris home this weekend, working Monday through Friday, is the supporting argument. Um, do you think that in this argument, like, do you think they were you think they were fighting during that weekend? Was tensions high? Um, anything? He wasn't in there. He wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, gotcha. I believe he was sneaking home because he wasn't supposed to be. Okay. Okay. I think they were fighting on the phone. You all know I think that though. I think it should say, where do we think Chris was that weekend? Okay. What did Katie say he was not in the house and not say home? He was in the garage, Katie. That is what she told Nancy. Why did Katie say he was not in the house and not say home? Was he in the garage? That's a good point, Mohawk. I think CP planned a removal temporarily until court. Okay. So what I'm getting here is Chris was not supposed to be home. Okay. Chris shouldn't be home due to CPS. Okay. Supporting argument for that is CPS was at home January 28th, February 4th, Chris says he's isn't home until the until February 26th. Is that good? Is that good? I think not allowed home and daytime at Kathy's at nighttime. At home, come in under darkness. No, the camper was not home. The camper was definitely in Mississippi. There's a discrepancy in the timelines of who was called first. For CP's sister to be there searching by 6:30, her words, not mine. She had to have called CP called. That's true. That's a good point. Um, she said we've been searching for him since 6:30. in the same home as Sebastian, and that was causing a huge issue, I'm sure. Yes. I think they were arguing, but I also have a weird feeling that Chris and Katie continuously stay arguing for some reason. Chris can come up with, but just my thought. Chris might have been staying with Bauer Sox, but he definitely going to be the house. Sebastian probably had a meltdown to see him there and threatened to tell someone. Chris couldn't have that because it will go down badly. Hmm. Maybe he had to state that he wasn't home out loud. Well, that's precisely why I think, in my opinion, why he says, I can't tell you if I was home, because he says TBI tells me, or law enforcement tells me not to say. Law enforcement is not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you. Hi, Janier. Why you want me to look at that? In my opinion, Chris was there. Katie was there. They were pushing him, and it went too far. Chris wasn't supposed to be there, and they freaked out. They took him somewhere to dispose. In my opinion, Chris was there. Katie was there. They were pushing him, and it went too far. What do you mean pushing him? How do you mean pushing him? Chris was probably constantly extra explosive after he couldn't come regularly. Chris was probably constantly extra explosive. Granny lives 20 minutes away, but beat law enforcement to the house. She was nearby waiting. Chris and Katie were not spending the time at all for the time frame they stated, but since Sebastian was gone, they together every minute. Punishing. Sorry, did I write pushing? Did I say did I don't know. It's late. Sorry. Okay. All right. So okay. I need to make this smaller, but I need y'all to see it too a little bit. Um so let's start out at Katie and Sebastian. Let me just do KP and SR came back from dinner. Right? Seen leaving from parking lot. Okay. All right. So there now. What time did they get home? What time did they get home? Does anyone know? Seven-ish, was it? In my opinion. But medication and his drink to calm him down. She was drunk and didn't want to deal with him. I think it was 7, wasn't it? Something like that. 6:39. Is the background music too loud? One love to the office, please. You're being paged. One love to the office, please. You're being paged. Late slip for one love. Enough time for Chris to pick up Sebastian and make it back around work. And 9. Is it not loud enough, or is it? I don't want it to be like blaring. Debbie 357. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you, babies. Very sweet of you. Let me find it here. There we go. Okay. Loud enough, I have a migraine. Okay. Hello, Jen. I believe KP and Sebastian stayed busy all weekend doing things because CP was home. Yep, I do too. I actually do too, Phil. Prudent said that, yeah. Didn't Katie say they was home around 8? I think it's 7. I think it was all planned. I said, leave it to me, go to bed. Hence, oh, I don't think she went to bed. I'll tell you that. I don't think she went to bed, personally. I'm sorry. Seth said it was at 6:30 via timestamp. So they're home at what, 6:45? No, because he went through the garage. Remember, they park in the garage. So all right, Texas Roadhouse. Texas leaving 6:30 p.m. That's a supporting argument on that. Okay. Now, okay. Katie and Sebastian left, or wait, no, arrive home. What time? I'll do 6:50. 6:50 p.m. Okay. They arrive home at 6:50 p.m. The car would have been seen of Chris's truck, right? No. We don't see Chris's truck anywhere. Technically, I don't guess. But that doesn't mean he wasn't home. What has happened? I am doing laundry, just finished the other channel. Nothing's happened. We're doing speculation station. He couldn't use his mom's. He could have used his mom's car and dropped it off at Worsham's. That, or Katie could have picked him up at his mom's house. Right, if she parked somewhere, she would have picked him up. Well, it's not. I mean, it can be a hole in the theory, but it also cannot. It's not a a break, right? Didn't want Sebastian around his daughter, and he. You know what I was thinking, guys? I was thinking about this. If Chris has his daughter right now, can you imagine how resentful Katie's going to be? In my opinion, I'm the murder. CP wasn't there because no, Progressive Girl. We're doing multiple theories. This is just the one we're starting out with. So what I'm asking people is step away from what you wholeheartedly believe and just work on this theory, and then we'll get to the one that you eventually unless Katie did choose her man over her son, then not so resentful. I don't know. Okay. So KP and SR arrive home at 6:50. Okay. So the next thing is what? From 6:50, so we'll just say 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That's 2 hours. 2 hours motorcycle in the garage. Perhaps, yes. 2 hours. We hear nothing from the Proudfoots, right? From Katie. What were they doing for 2 hours? Justin, I just thought of something. The neighbor said CP was at the house at 8:30. How? If he was... no, she didn't say that. I don't think she said that. Would be nothing for Katie to pick Chris up at Kathy's or Melissa's. Yes. Okay. All right. Next, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. What's going on at 9 o'clock? Yeah, I don't think Katie will resentful. She won't have to deal with a... Sebastian is in his room and KP is relaxing on the couch. Okay. 9 o'clock. Well, no. Because Chris is home. Chris is home in this theory. There is no... Technically, there is no call. Yeah. Seth was there before 8:30, but some point around 8ish, doesn't Katie and Chris both comment on the neighborhood vote? Yes, but that's the next morning. We're not there. Phone call to fake phone. Okay, Don is paying attention. Was there any report on anything that day? Was there any reports on anything that day? Reports as in how? About the niece, KP. Okay, we're not even close to there yet. But she said either. Okay, yeah, trash. There we go. Okay. So we'll do what? 7 o'clock. Someone unknown takes trash out via doorbell. That's our supporting argument for that. Not everything has to have a supporting argument, but it's just good to have that. Okay. All right. So thank you, Leah. My brain can't understand him being home when he keeps saying he's not home. After trash, Katie left. Why would she leave? I know, but she also said that when they were searching, that Chris was there because they didn't help search. Well, remember, because in this argument, he kept saying, Chris kept saying, "Oh, we would have heard that, right? We would have seen that. We would have heard that." He keeps saying that over and over and over, which kind of makes you think he was there. We're just doing argument. We're just doing, if you don't understand the assignment of theories, what happens after, in your theory, Sebastian takes out the trash? Yes, kept saying we. Yes, Sam. Why would she need to disguise herself? Wouldn't Chris need to be the low one? Yes. Yeah, you're a whole day ahead. He basically told on himself when he said we would have heard. We would have saw on video. Yes. Yeah. We're speculating. Yeah. I think, okay. 9 o'clock. Argument between Sebastian and Chris / Katie. Okay? I'm going to put between 9 and 10. 9 to 10 o'clock is what I'm going to do. 9 to 10 o'clock. Argument between Sebastian, Chris, and Katie. And the argument could be, then went to turn off lights. So 9 and 10, it hits the fan, right? Argument between Sebastian, Chris, Katie. Okay. Now we've got 10 o'clock, the thud. $10 p.m. Thud. Operation Thud. His room could have been messy. I think it was probably to do with, I think Chris or Katie, in my opinion, may wanted him to have cleaned their room or something around 9 o'clock, maybe before bed. Pick up your stuff before you go to bed or whatever. And it got the argument ensued, right? Or Chris said she's had to talk me out of it before. But then it also could have been Sebastian was not going to bed. Chris never mentions the thud. Theory: Chris was at home. Katie and Sebastian went out for the day and dinner. Katie and Sebastian came home. Sebastian is too tired to do chores. Sebastian hurt. Chris took out trash. Whoever took out the trash took it out early. He was the one who left at 3 a.m. Sebastian handed over 6 a.m.-ish. See, I don't think Sebastian... I mean, he may have been handed over at 6 a.m.-ish, but if Chris was in Memphis, by 5:30, 6 o'clock, then he couldn't have been handed over at 6 o'clock. That's right, we're done. Yes, Mystic, we're debunking our funky thoughts. He could have done something shifty with forwarding his calls. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can have them auto answer. In my opinion, it's premeditated. 7 to 9. Everything happens. If Chris Redfoot took care of he didn't tell her what was going to go down. See, I think they both know. Because they're you know what I mean? Then Sebastian had a hard time going to sleep, and that's why Chris. If it was premeditated, I don't think it was between Chris and Katie. Maybe Chris and someone. So I don't think it was premeditated. I think he was just put. Hold on a second. No. Justin, could Chris, while they were gone, clean Sebastian's room and Sebastian flipped out when they got home? You threw his shit away? Yeah. Yes. That's true. That could have happened. Okay, Marlena. You both would have to know and be... Yeah, they would have to both know to be involved. Remember when Chris said Sebastian was having a hard time sleeping and says that's why and never finish the sentence? Yes. Yep. If Sebastian was carried out, then he probably didn't think... Well, I think something happened in that house. It was bedtime. Katie is an immaculate housekeeper. You got to give her that. And I think that's the way Chris wanted it as well. So I don't think they're going to have their shoes on. And something happened and they just were panicking, in my opinion, and they didn't get any shoes, right? Contact left the mark. If it was over, okay. Hints at be trash. All right. So 10 p.m. thud, right? Now, what's happening from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.? Okay, well, hold on. We need to explain the cause. We've got to explain the cause. How can we explain the cause in this theory? The phone call started at 9:46. And it's not actually a 3-hour call, it's a 2-hour call. Calypsos, we're doing theories. And this one, the theory that we're doing right now is Chris is home in theory 1. When Nancy Grace KP told her she was doing homework. Yes. Where did Chris' phone ping from? Justin, the neighbor, said Katie told her the thud was at 11:30 the next morning. So we'll do thud 10 to 11:30-ish. If Chris was already home, how can we explain? See, the reason this is so good to do these theories, we can throw it out if it doesn't work. Like if it's not possible, we know that that is not possible. Rather than we just say, oh, I think this happened. Oh, I think that happened. If we have these theories and we really think of it step by step, we really get somewhere. Right? We know that not possible. What if paid somebody to do this? I don't know. But if it wasn't premeditated, why burn her phone? Yeah. The phone call tells me Chris was not there. They really backed up the time frame almost 2 hours. Let me look here on Google. Can a phone pick up forwarded calls? But the problem with that, oh, I wish we had those phone record pings too. I don't think so, Chicky. I don't think so. I really don't. Burner phone for side piece, also for transferring from another phone. But the problem with that, Mohawk, is, and Pink Ice, I probably did. I probably just haven't got to it yet. I will look at it though. I promise. Just the way she explains her story of her annoying baby voice, it just creepy. Okay, so, but this is the thing. Even if he has a side phone, a work phone, or whatever, if he says he was talking to her in Memphis when he is really at the house, right? Then how does, and we did not know this was going to happen, right? Didn't know something was going to happen to Sebastian. How did that phone answer in Mississippi? Remember, Kathy paid for a phone service for Nina, a family plan. Yes, but how did that phone answer in Mississippi? If something popped off. Get what I mean? How did Kathy answer it in Mississippi? The auto answer. How did he set it up on auto answer when he is in Tennessee? You got to think deeper. Got to think of all the things around it. Who she was there while he was home. Call forwarding can turn on from another phone. Chris had a phone he left at the camper. But that's the thing. This is Chris just coming home for the weekend. We're not planning on anything happening. He's just home. Okay, call forwarding. How does he forward a call? From let's say he's got a phone in Hendersonville. He's got a phone in Mississippi. How does he do that? How does he do that? Okay, Pink Ice. Thank you, dear. Number? Okay, so I don't know reality. No, Kathy could not have been there. Kathy in Mississippi, is that what you're saying? Sandwich? is 15 minutes. Could they have three-way the phone in Memphis? Well, no call. He paid someone to stay at his camper. No. When police gets records, yes. Law enforcement did not get CP's family's phones or search their properties or vehicles. I know that they actually did search the Bower Sox. I'm pretty sure I know they went there to the Bower Sox. I don't know if they got like a search warrant, but I do know that they went to the Bower Sox and talked to them. I'm listening, reality. What you got? You're welcome. Thank you, Pink Guys. He said he had a 3-hour call because he didn't want to be caught. Where did you hear that, Christine? Due to CPS constraints. What is it, Lana? They would need probable cause if they didn't allow them. According to CP, they talked to all family members. Yeah. Melissa lives 20 minutes away. Are we just talking word on the calls, or have they? We're taking their word for that, Truth Sleuth, because I think they're smart enough to say, yeah, we were on the phone for this amount of time, because they know that they're going to pull their records, right? They're not that dumb. I mean, I think Chris is very intelligent. Yeah, they were all there. I worked. I don't believe that will work. Who was it? Linda Brookover. Okay. Linda. With call forwarding, you can forward your mobile calls to another phone number, including another mobile line or a line phone like your home. Mm-hmm. Did Seth say Chris' mom was already there when he got there? Okay, so what was Reflex? I'd love to know more about these godparents Seth mentioned who live in his town. Okay, so very true. Well, no. I mean, if they forward the call, yes, you're right. Christina's right. Because if they forward, so Chris has a phone here, Chris has a phone here. This is Hendersonville, this is Mississippi. Even if he forwards the call to, even if he has call forwarding and he calls on a cell phone with this to there to Mississippi, and he's forwarding this call back to himself, it's not going to ping in Mississippi. It's going to ping in Hendersonville. Yes, you're right. It'll make you literally look like you picked up the phone. But the problem with that, Mohawk, is, see, we're really actually getting somewhere because we're really using our fucking brains for once in true crime. No, it's not the device itself that pings. That device in Henderson, or in that, yeah, that device in Mississippi is not going to be the one pinging. It is just forwarding, the network is just forwarding the call, and this will show the number of the forwarded call, but the ping would be off. Yes, it's off the local tower. It's off the local tower. This is why I did this on my little channel, because it's really deep thinking, but it's the only time we can really get in the nitty gritty and really think on this shit. Katie called Chris. It's still gonna ping. Kate, it's still going to. Could he use the find my phone function? Makes it call your chosen number and answer on KP phone. I love brainstorming to reality. Not everyone likes brainstorming though, so that's. Could he not finish conversation in vehicle via Bluetooth? Yes, your phone is pinging even when you're not using it. Yes. Never thought of what, Southern girl? Is the phone call a lie? I don't think it's the phone call is a lie, because they're saying this in front of God and everyone. And the police are I mean, this is like real true crime stuff we're talking about. This is not, oh, I just think, Susan did that on because I do. No, this is like you really have to really use your brain and throw wrenches and everything else at it to see what is what. Who else living in the house besides nobody? Nobody else living in there. Plus, Katie does this for a living. Did you text it to me? Can you text the link to me? Chris told Nina she disappeared between he said between 12:30 and 6. You know how you can get your text and call sent to a laptop. Maybe he left his phone at work, but that's the thing in this theory. Everything, like, he just came home for the weekend, everything was supposed to be fine, right? To be at home, he could quite possibly left his phone in Mississippi. Yes, but this is a different theory we're talking about here. No location off. It's still got a ping on a tower, though. Nope. Nope. Airplane mode, location off, still not going to work. Well, again, Wi-Fi calls. We are talking about the nighttime, not the morning call. We're talking about the nighttime call. Don't even listen to the morning call. Nighttime. And the Wi-Fi, someone still has to answer it. That's a good point, Elisa. Good point. But still, law enforcement can still find that. As far as not tracking it, you can do it if you don't use the device. I don't know what you mean. Yep, I'm sorry. Answer the phone in Mississippi if he was at home. What? YouTuber, the thing is, where Chris is, in this theory, Chris is at home. Let me see. I don't see it, Miss Kitty or Pink Ice. I don't know what your email is. Would CP use Wi-Fi provided by campground? But we just don't know it yet. Someone mentioned sending an article. Yeah, I'm waiting for them. Okay, they just sent it. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Thank you so much for that. Look at this, y'all. How to make your phone impossible to track. June 3rd, 2022. A lot of websites and applications. Make it bigger for y'all. A lot of websites and applications track your phone activity and location. Usually, they ask your permission to do this, but even when you thoroughly consider application permission, some still request more than data than they need to operate. For instance, just why would this flashlight app need to know your GPS location? While many companies provide legitimate reasons for phone tracking like GPS navigating and records recording health information and business. Okay, let's get to this. How to make your phone impossible to track. At any given time, your phone is being tracked by dozens of businesses. There are the apps that are using the data you permitted for them to access, websites, the information, tailored content to you, advertising, flowing you across the internet, and even the companies that manufacture and provide services to your phone, not to mention the phone tracking threats and the cyber criminal can pose. Lock your SIM card. No app or disabled setting will help if your SIM card has been compromised. When you have a SIM card in your phone, it connects to a nearby signal tower to let you make and receive calls and SMS texts, but the signal can be used to identify your location too. And cybercriminals can track your SIM card without ever physically accessing the device. It's inside. So, what can you do to ensure your SIM card isn't hacked? Lock your SIM card. This is a proactive measure to provide your SIM card from a third party interference. You'll navigate through setting to secure your SIM card by using a PIN code. Just ensure that you know the PIN code and save it in a safe place. If you forgot, you'll lock yourself out of your own cellular device. For Android phones, go to Settings, Lock Screen, Security, Other Security, Set up SIM Card Lock, toggle the slider with Enable Lock SIM Cards. But I just thought of something. I'm going to look and see if this works right now. Because a lot of phones don't really have physical SIM cards anymore. Let me look go to Settings. Let me go to my phone. Bear with me. Let's see here. Settings. Lock screen and security. And security. Okay, there's just lock screen and mine says AOD. Choose other security settings. Lock type, pin, extended unlock, secure lock settings. What does that mean? Okay. Okay, you can do that. Yes, you can do that. Yeah, they are military. If they have a VPN, he can set it for Memphis. Just tried it on my phone. And that, yes. Yes. But the problem is you're still going, that's going to show on the internet that you're on a VPN and you're going to still ping off the towers. You still need a tower for the call. No, Pink Ice, you're not blocked, honey. My VPN does not affect my calls. It's an IP scrambler. Yes. Calls versus yes. Yeah, it reroutes your IP. It doesn't reroute your cell phone. So if I go missing, I'm still. What did you say, Jen? If I go missing, I can still be tracked by police by my pings. Yes. Can automatically answer. iPhone can automatically answer calls after a length of time you set. But yes, 2.5 kml from home to RV. I checked that too. No traffic if it can be quieter. I get lost a lot. If he is at home, why would he want to say he was on the phone if his phone will ping at home? Oh shit, I got a commercial. Well, this would. I kind of think Chris wasn't home. I kind of think he wasn't home now. The phone will not ping him at home if he has a phone in Mississippi. The phone will not ping him at home if he has a phone in Mississippi, and that phone forwards calls. Okay, well, this is Katie calling him. He would have had to have another. This is the thing. He would have had to have had another phone at that location. He has an iPhone. I do know that. He does have an iPhone. I mean, he might have a business phone. He might have a side phone. That's exactly right. That's right, Toby. It's usually the most. Well, they do not have his tracking info back. Then just, I think they might have it back by now. Yeah, even at internet. Yes, you can text it to me. That would be better. It's if you want a faster response, always text me. Because I get 90 billion texts, but I get like 900 trillion emails. I don't think the call's a lie. I really don't think the call's a lie. His phone wasn't used if he left in Memphis. No activity. Yes, Debbie. She's not active duty. He could have answered. How? But the problem is, how does he answer a call in his motorhome if he wasn't there? Katie called him. He was there and not home. He comes home after the phone call. Linda, let's talk about that actually. Let's talk about that. Good point, Linda. Let's see if that fits. Let's talk about that. So the phone call. What time did he get off the phone call, Mohawk? Supposedly like 11:40, 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:45. Well, he said just before midnight. He tells her put dogs away and go to bed midnight. Yeah. We're going to say 11:45. Now, I know he can make it there in 3 hours and 7 minutes. Katie can't talk to the operator because put dogs up and go to bed, right, at 11:45. 12:45, 1:45, 2:45, right? And he says doorstep to doorstep, but what's the place called in where does he stay at? What's the place called? I can't even think. My mind's still bent right now. Thank you, my dear. Like, I don't know, a lot of YouTubers are just true crime, but I like to really like understand Yogi Bear Campground. Like, I want us to think and use our minds. You know what I mean? Not just say, "Oh, well, this looks like this." Yogi Bear Campground. And that is in Lake. What's the place? Where is it at Lakehorn? All right, and it's at 1008 Stafford Court. There we go. Yep. Okay. So Right. No traffic at night, anything like that. What time is what time is the camera? Three or 3:30? You can remember Leghorn because it sounds like Leghorn, as in Froghorn Leghorn. I say, son, I say. Something like that. 3:10. Three. Okay, I'm getting 4 different answers. Yeah, well, that's true. So he wasn't there. He wasn't there. He couldn't have been. He couldn't have been there. I don't think he could have been at the house. I think he could have came afterward. I mean, I do think he came that night personally. Garbage at 9. Woman said it was 3:15. The flashlights. All right. So should we change our theory? But TF20, you think he was at his mother's? How could he have been talking for 3 hours? Put up the dogs. I'm almost there. It's not a dead theory, but we can move on. All right. So 11:45, 12:45, 1:45, 2:45, 30 minutes would be 3:10, 3:15, 3:15. That is perfect. No, the police has not came up and said there was a phone call. It does fit the timeline. That does fit the timeline, True Sleuth. Did campgrounds have security cameras? I have no idea. It's a good point, though. He had to get gas somewhere. Pink Ice, it says clip not available. This clip can be unavailable if it was deleted or the video is based on was removed or edited. Yeah. That link doesn't work, Pink Ice. Yes. Okay. Then to be seen at 5 a.m. to have an alibi. Three. Yeah. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna take off Sunday. This is okay. So I'm going to talk about this. All right, so Chris and Katie on phone from 9:46 to 11:45. 2 hours. Even though they said 3, but then they gave us times and it's actually 2 hours. Oh yeah, you could drive 3 hours on a full tank. Absolutely. And diesel, you get way further mileage. I used to have a Mercedes that was a diesel, and that thing, I think I got almost 600 miles in a tank between house and camper lot if there are any tolls. So there is, from what I understand, there is cameras. There's a lot of cameras through that way. And from what I understand, you can get the footage if you pay for it. Yeah. Yep. Jettas, yep. There's tons of cameras, yes. I'm going to look into that and see if I can get... Yay, Mimi. Yeah, it's archived. Yep. What if he answered the phone, left the phone line open at the camper, and drove home? Katie hung up when he got home. That's a thought. Good thought. I just played it on my... Send that link to me again. Good idea, Caddy. That's plausible. Yeah, Faye. Confess to save yourself. Because we're working on it. We're going to find Sebastian. Well, they're diabolical, though. What if hypothetical? We are looking into Chris being involved, or Chris helping Katie after the fact. Well, I mean, I think all roads point to Katie. Yes, we're playing To Catch a Criminal. You know what? I think I might name a series that, Christine. It seems to me that we are making a full circle of theories we had early on in the saga. Yes. Who hung up the phone? The phone records would show who hung up the phone. Well, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter who hung up the phone? Cracking. Yes. Remember, even Peter Hyatt said the phone call pulled Chris into this. Yeah, Katie supposedly called Chris. There's a free app on whether you can get interstate cameras. Yeah, but this we have to pull back and from February 25th, 26th. I really think he was there. Oh, I think he showed up at some point. The vehicle on the street and two lights has me thinking all sorts of scenarios. His phone could have died and not been hung up by a person also. Mm-hmm. Okay, pink ice. Nope. Look at this, pink ice. Look at this. Clip not available. YouTuber Pat Brown said he was driving to Memphis while on phone with. She got that wrong, YouTuber. She got it wrong. I was going to email about that. Thank you for that. She did get that wrong though. It's difficult for us to have a normal brain to believe that a mom can do this to her child. Yes. I think we need to look at Chris' method of operation. He was in Tennessee right when one of his exes thought he was in California. Great point, soldier girl. That's a supporting argument. There we go. That's a true supporting argument. Yes. Was driving back from Memphis around 9 p.m. talking to Katie. In the beginning, where was that said, Mama Bear? I got to see where that was said, though. Justin, we're assuming that it was Chris at the RV park. Also, if it was planned, a relative could have been at the RV park. But that's not likely, though. It's just not likely. And I'll tell you something, Elisa. I had someone, and this is when we first started on the case. Someone I know talked to someone there that works there, and I'm not going to say the name or anything because I don't want to get in trouble, but they said that they never even saw Katie there. They never saw anyone ever with Chris, ever. Answered phone, left it, and drove back. What did Mohawk say? Let me go up here and see what Mohawk said. Mohawk's got a brain that works, or like just thinks of scenarios that. So does Truth Sleuth. Where's Mohawk? I don't see Mohawk. So does Reflex. Just fun. Thought if he gave his phone to someone in Memphis. No, I just don't think. I don't think that. I can call 3 people on my iPhone, share, and talk to 3 people from my number. I called it, and it will show I call in 3. So who drove her SUV there? Then this was before Sebastian went missing. Okay, so Chris had auto answer. But if it was auto answer and he's at home during the weekend, right, and just something popped off, it can't be an auto answer if he just comes from the weekend, he's not supposed to be there, but nothing's planned to have anything happen. Mommy Kathy has them on a phone plan, all of them. Yes. I don't get what you're saying, though. Hey, Kimberly. Got to get ready for work. All right, Reflex, honey. Thank you. Would be picked up. Chris coming home. Well, there is a car. Well, we say a car. See, I want to know. We don't know what kind of vehicle. There is a vehicle of something there at 310, Debbie. There is a vehicle. Nope, Joe, because you're still going to ping. I still don't know what you mean, Mo. I'm sorry. He was home, but was not supposed to be. Sebastian saw him, and that's when Chris says Sebastian thought he was going to get me kicked out. Yes. Dad Hoarder app, public cameras. I've heard rumors around here it was a green truck. I don't know how anybody could tell. I don't know if they could tell. It's another red flag with the law enforcement needing to pay attention. You don't move when you have a missing child. Like I said, that could be transport by someone. Mimi, like a third party? Well, I think they talked to him like on a walkie-talkie thing. Justin Kathy has many phones in her name. Yes. I don't know, Kimberly, maybe. All right, so let's say this. Let's say Chris leaves at Mississippi at 11:45. $12:45, 1:45, 2:45. He would be there minimum or maximum by 3:15. No traffic or anything. He's speeding like a mother. 3:15 a.m. Okay. Now, Night Jen. So 3:15, 4:15. How long is he there? He's not there very long. How long is that heavier on the gas get you there faster? Yeah. From what I understand, Chris can make it in 3 hours and 7 minutes. I've heard. Okay. 3 hours and 7 minutes. Well, we don't know he was at work. Someone said he was at work at 5 hours and 15 minutes. At the time, the camera's all jammed up. Yes. Thank you, Pink Eyes. Justin, see the last link I sent you. Go to the 6 hour and 36 minute mark. Okay. Thank you, baby. 6 hours. Okay. Six hour, 36 minute mark. Okay. Let me put this. This is the Vault XL. I gotta put this in the credits. 1 second. Credit. Queen. All right, link is provided in the description. The Vault XL credit goes to her using this under the Fair Use Act of 1976 for commentary, criticism purposes.
Article. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the article that was presented to the dog. So that's why I like shoe insoles.
At that point, there was no article. Mom hadn't made it back home yet. She was still riding around the neighborhood.
You don't know that.
I was under the impression.
Well, that's
from the
what
handlers
dispatch says, Queen.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again.
No, I get what she's saying. I do. I was under the impression.
No, I mean, I'm just
Molly.
saying, you're still going by somebody's version, right?
Right. I'm going strictly by dispatch at this point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, sweetheart, dispatch can't see what I'm doing.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Right now, I'm calling 911. He's having a heart attack. He's having a heart attack. Do you know how to do this? Oh no. Well, we're gonna show you, and then I pretend to be pushing on the bed.
Is this the right one? Pink Ice?
And I'm not touching the victim.
Okay. Well, that was my only question. Is if the dog had not been inside the house, had no contact with Mom to get an item to sniff, the scent that dog picked up and ran to the retention pond with could have been anyone's.
I mean, there's a possibility,
Correct.
but I was under the impression Max was given a shirt to get the odor from, but I also heard there was somebody else staying in the house. I don't know if it's true or not. That could have given something to the dog. I mean, all I know is what I was told. I was told Max had an item that he sniffed and he got the scent. That's honest to God all I was told. I mean, who gave it to the handler, I don't know. I just know it was one of Sebastian's clothing articles that Max got the scent off of, and that's why he tracked it. Now, yes, it is true. You don't always need an article to track to something, right? Because the dog's going off of, the sweat and everything else. It's looking for
He did not have the scent.
disturbance in the ground. It's looking for that scent disturbance, that scent inclusion. exclusion. I'm sorry. So when he started tracking from the porch, he was tracking from the porch for starters, also. So
Okay.
Sebastian wandered on that porch. So again, I was told a shirt was given to Max. Now, if that's true or not, maybe Max did a second track, or something. I don't know. Maybe Max did do a second track, and that's when he re-verified his track. I didn't ask the handler if he did a second track. I should have asked that. All I know is I can only speak to what I was told, honest to God. And I hope that's okay to say. I can just speak to what I was told. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted a little clarification on how they pick up a scent if they don't have a scent to pick up.
Yeah, you can track the disturbance in the ground. It's called scent exclusion. I did a live about this the other day about how you don't need an article. Again, if Max was at least, I can verify he was in the porch for sure, because that's where it started. And then if he's sniffing, if he got Sebastian's odor and he starts tracking. But I mean, I never heard of Katie wandering down to the pond. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I just can't speak to what I don't know, if that makes sense. But I know Sebastian would walk around, so I hope that's okay to say. I honest to God, that's the best truthful, honest answer I can give you.
Okay, well, it makes it a little clearer now. I was just really confused about whose scent this dog picked up to go to the retention pond if he didn't have clothing. But like you said, somebody could have been there, and of course, from the porch.
Right, and that's why I like doing is shoe insoles, because it's 100%. I mean, unless someone else is wearing his shoes or they're washing. I mean, I don't take the insole of my shoes and wash them all. I mean, what, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's where the most sweat's going.
She's wrong. She's wrong. Even if somebody else is wearing her shoes, they can still track it. She's so wrong. Disturbance. What the fuck? No. Someone sent this to me. I don't know what this is.
Post right here, and it's allegedly someone who worked with Chris Proudfoot the morning that Sebastian Rogers was reported missing, February 26th. Now, I don't know the credibility of these posts, but I want to share them because if not, a lot of people are going to start tagging me in them and ask me to talk about it. So here it is. Now, this guy says, I am working at St. Jude's. Chris Proudfoot was operating the crane for us February 26th.
Hold on. Let me take this filter off. Is this TikTok? I don't need it. I was working at St. Jude. CP was operating the crane February 26th. I had issues with the performance and his attitude. Yes. And his demeanor all morning, so bad that requested for him to be removed. That was Thomas. I requested he be removed from the crane at 10 or 11 a.m. He was replaced and he stormed off the job site. We started work at 7 a.m.
Issues with his performance and his attitude and demeanor all morning, so bad that I had to request for him to be removed. I requested he be removed from the crane. By 10 or 11 a.m. he was replaced. He stormed off the job site. We start work at 7 a.m. Now, in one of Chris's interviews in the beginning of this case, Chris said that he found out that Sebastian was missing because he was talking to Katie on the phone through an earpiece while he was working on the crane around 6:30 that morning. Now, if this guy is an actual co-worker of Chris Proudfoot's, how was Chris operating a crane at 6:30 if this guy's saying that they don't even start work until 7?
Exactly.
Was he operating the crane early? Did he start, preparing the crane before 7, or was he straight up just lying? And also, you mean to
I think he's straight up lying, in my opinion.
tell me that his wife, Katie Proudfoot, is at home looking for her missing son, frantically, allegedly, and he continues to stay at work, remaining at work, operating a crane until 10 or 11 that day? I'm sorry, but
I wish I could do lives in my bed. Damn. 605 is the phone call. Yes. 605 is the phone call. He could not, guys, listen, and I brought this up the other day. He could not have been in a crane. When did this come out? I bet this guy was watching me. I don't know when it come out.
if someone that I'm related to, whether we are by blood related or not, if I find out that they're missing, I am leaving work right away to go and help figure out what's going on. So this story just kind of makes Chris look like a liar if true, because he did say that he was talking to her while he was working, in his earpiece. And if he didn't even start work until 7, then that would have been a lie, or at least he was embellishing that story to some extent. Now, to play devil's advocate in Chris's favor, I think that it's possible that he could have found out that Sebastian was missing around 6:30, and maybe just brush it off thinking, oh, he just ran away, they'll find him in a couple hours.
6:04. His clock in is at 7 a.m. Yes, his clock in is at 7 a.m. But I figured it was a job issue. Maybe he's not laying, but maybe he's laying up against the wall and actually standing. Molly. The Pearls in Bed show. I like that. Melly was recorded at. Justin, do you know what the time that CP, Katie, and Smiley was recorded at? What do you mean? What time? JLR said the security would not open the gate until 7. Oh, yeah. I know that. What was after the 8-day interview? What do you mean it was after the 8-day interview? Well, the thing is, when he called Nina, this is the thing. When he called Nina, and she said, Chris, we have court next week, 6 days. 6 days from them. He said, we're not going to fucking court next week. Oh, okay. Got your mohawk. Maybe he didn't believe Katie when she called, or thought she was overreacting. He called her bluff and said, oh yeah, I'll call the sheriff's office. And then it turned out, well, I mean, he called 911. It was of the evening. It was probably 7 or 8 p.m. I'm so confused about the dogs. I disregard them in general, and it never changed my opinion that Katie is the one responsible for What time did Chris get home? I know he said it took 3 hours, but what time did he walk in the door? 1:30 allegedly. So look at this. Let me go back to these.
Removed. I requested he.
This is Thomas. I am working at St. Jude's. Chris was operating the crane for us February 26th. I had issues with his performance and his attitude and misdemeanor all morning. So bad that I requested for him to be removed. I requested he to be removed from the crane by 10 or 11 a.m. He was replaced, and then he stormed off the job site. See, if he was replaced, he could have had someone replace him that morning. Seth was there at 8 a.m. I wonder about that myself. I wonder if Thomas is really Thomas and not Chris. Brandley, thank you so much, my dear, for becoming a pearl. Yay! Hold on, let me get my thingies over here. Oops. Not a pearl. Thank you for becoming a teacup. Thank you for becoming a teacup, my love. I appreciate you so much. Very sweet. Let's see here. Let's see what this sound is. This music is. Why would Thomas lie for Chris? We don't owe him nothing. Yes, Seth said Chris got there after 1. It was 1:30. I want to know, why did Chris get fired? Why did he get fired? Did he not show up for work? Was he late? That's what I want to know. Why did he get fired? That's the question. Something happened to where he was fired. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, Brantley. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you for helping a struggling YouTuber. I appreciate it. The company is located in he was fired. Did not get home till after 1 that day. 1:30, 12:30, 11:30. Okay, so let's think about this. If he got home at 1:30 and it's 3 hours and 37 minutes, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 10. So he would have had to leave minimum at 10 o'clock. He would have left at minimum of 10. Yes. If he used the work as an alibi, but it wasn't true, then would not keep that kind of legal liability on the payroll, in my opinion. Really? Terry Linder over 2.5 hours on back roads? Maybe I'll, when I go to Tennessee in the next few days, maybe I'll fucking drive it. I speed really bad. Like, do you know what back roads she took? No point about the Smiley Live is that no one bothered him for a whole 3 hours. Zero traffic. You have to do it at night. Well, I'll be live. I have a very lead foot. Really bad lead, like bad. I'll talk to her about it. And there's speed, high speed, and it's high speed. all the way there. Times a week, he gets there 2 hours and 40 minutes. My trucker friend drives 3 times a week. He gets there in 2 hours and 40 minutes. From Hendersonville to where, Ramona? Chris being on a live for 3 hours uninterrupted for work. That's a good point. GPS takes you quickest route. Would a union keep him if he created a legal liability by using his job as an alibi when it wasn't true? I think that's cause for being part of a temporary leave, at least. No. Perhaps Chris said we got it worked out. Pink ice, me either. I don't think they transferred him anywhere far because his RV is still where it's always been. That's very true. Vanderbilt. Let's look up Vanderbilt 1 second here. Oh, wait, crap. The hospital is a very high security site. I mean, they may have moved him, but they couldn't have moved him far because his motorhome is still at the same spot. I know Chris is listening. I know he listens to me. Only at Seth's could Sebastian have snuck online to meet someone bad. But he hadn't been with Seth in a minute, so it's highly unlikely. Did he shower and sleep? If he wasn't in the RV, where did he shower and sleep? What do you mean if he wasn't in the RV? How could he not be in the RV? Sebastian was at Seth the weekend before. Mohawk's got a brain like no other, I'm telling you. Remembers everything. Vanderbilt Hospital. Memphis, Tennessee. Is that right? There's not a Vanderbilt in Memphis. Vanderbilt is in Nashville. Y'all. How could he be working in Nashville? He said he was working at Vanderbilt. Chris left a long time ago to get his camper, just to take it back there. Yep. Chris was never working nights at the St. Jude site. No, that is for sure. 2 months ago in Nashville at the VA, the Vanderbilt had a gallbladder. And the VA and the Vanderbilt having a gallbladder surgery. Oh, wow. Do you feel better? You probably can't eat anything now, can you, soldier girl? Nope, he didn't work weekends. I know that. He slept in his RV sandwich. I feel fine. I can eat fine. Really? That's awesome. So did they... Okay, so this is weird, y'all. If he said he was working at Vanderbilt on Smiley's, that is in Nashville. Why would he be in Mississippi, Lakehorn, Mississippi, if he was working in Nashville? That doesn't make sense. Then why did his RV parked where he had to go pick it up? Because his RV was in Lakehorn, Mississippi. He said the Vanderbilt was temporary. So, did he drive from Lakehorn to Nashville? And why they claim to have great communication. What did Lisa say? Justin, if you remember, Seth said he came straight from work in his uniform, and then Chris said he got home in his work clothes. And it was said over a month after Seth said it. Chris is copying Seth. If you want real true crime, you come here. I have never understood why the route to the town Seth lives on, why the route to the hasn't been searched. Now, Seth lives north, doesn't he? Somewhere. He dropped his RV off somewhere away from him, but if he wasn't with his RV, where did he hang out? He always had it parked. He always had it parked. See, I don't think they took him north. Because one time Chris was talking about areas and they were all north. Yes, dear. How are you, KD? There's just a lot of people saying even. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's very sneaky. He's very sneaky because remember, we know that he will be in one place at one time when others thinks he's in California. He's actually in freaking Tennessee, 3,000 miles away. CP did say about arriving to his work in his work clothes. Oh, really, Ramona? That's awesome. What's this? Hold on. Let me make it bigger for y'all. Murrow Equipment Company is in Memphis, Tennessee. 3 of our 630 EHC tower cranes in action. Contractor Flint. There we go. Project St. Jude OCB. There you go, mother chickens. Good job, Valentine. February 13th. You don't want to sleep with Katie? Probably. Let's see here. This was February 14th. February 13th. Look, there's 3 cranes in the air. 3 cranes. 3 cranes in the air. So he would sleep in the RV campsite at night. Yes, that's where he lived 5 days a week. Now look at this. I don't know what the next one is. That job still going? Yes, sir. Till 2026. We barely made it out the ground so far. Dang, them cranes been up for months. Kevin Thomas. I wonder if that's Thomas. Y'all, do you think that's Thomas? 3 again. Oh my God, Pink Ice, you're right. I haven't gotten anything else. Valentine. Mohawk, are you around? Can we possibly make a definitive list of possibility motives didn't want to lose KP, and CP wanted to keep his daughter. Will you remind me that tomorrow, YouTuber? Thompson. Thompson. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. We'll try to do that tomorrow. Okay. Green has, I think, Katie is borderline and she felt forced because she can't long-term plan. Are you judging me because I can't long-term plan? This is a screenshot. Valentine, I didn't get any more emails from you, babe. Let me just refresh to make sure. No. Still nothing. Well, I'll be live tomorrow for my regular show. Thank you, baby. Are we going over the faith stuff soon? As in, what do you mean reality? I always need content ideas, so let me know. He parked the RV 20 minutes away from the work site at the campground. He couldn't park it at St. Jude's. Yes. I didn't get any more emails from you, babe. That's all I got. Oh. Yes, sir, till 2026. So when was that? What's 2 weeks? What is 2 weeks? Sent you a text. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll look at. Night Tammy posted that the case will be studied for years to come. Another reason I feel is reminded. No, it's not in my spam. February 12th, and then 2 weeks after February 12th. All right, guys, I'm calling it a night. It's 2:37 here. I love you all. Every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Get some rest, everyone. There I am. Okay. Thank you, True Sleuth. Thank you, guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining me on this late night deep dive of the speculation station. Read that text. Good night. I will. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, Sandwich. You should be able to. I will be. Thank you, Mimi. I'll be live tomorrow at about 3, anywhere from 3 to 5 p.m. We're working our brains on this one. We're real true crime. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Get some rest. Good night and God bless.